Let's get glam. Glam. Glam.
Good morning. Hi, everyone. Here is Harper Ambrósio, Miss T World 2026, and I welcome you to Glam Podcast. This season, I'm going to lead you to how it's working with Miss T World and my range and my guests. So, this is the first episode for me. Then I'm gonna let you know how I am, but without I'm gonna be a guest myself, but I cannot do it myself alone. That's why I need someone to help me to be some co-host today to talk about myself and my life. And that one gonna be someone who close to me and also someone from Miss T World. So good morning, Diego.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm nervous.
You are nervous?
I
Why?
am. I don't like much to be on the cameras and
Yeah,
talk
I can
and
see
everything,
that.
but it's okay. Let's do it.
Okay.
First of all, I want to say I'm sorry. My English is not perfect, so if I do some mistakes, you please, guys, understand that my English is not perfect. It's not my first language, but
Okay.
I will do my best.
Everything okay. I think everyone okay with that and no problem at all.
Yeah, I hope
But
so.
before I start, I would like to thank you and thank Reina that give me this platform to
Oh,
for me too. And I respect them. And I really proud that I can proceed something what she did and you guys did and it was very cool. So yeah, I think
It's a
so.
pleasure, and first of all, because we thought that the Glam Talk podcast that was already done.
Yeah.
So when you came with the idea that the season with yourself, I thought, oh, that's a really great idea. So thank you
Oh, you're
for
welcome.
this.
It's,
Anyway,
I mean, it's my pleasure. It's my pleasure.
okay,
Thank you so much.
yeah, you're welcome,
So,
baby.
yeah. And before we start, I'm gonna ask you one thing. This is important since
Okay,
we're gonna have Miss World this year,
okay,
and we already opened for application.
yes, we are.
So I would like to know more about it. When even I said it already, but it's different. When is it gonna be this year?
It's gonna be in October. The activity will start on the 20th of October, but the preliminary night's gonna be on the 23rd,
Mm-hmm.
and the final night's gonna be on the 24th of
Okay.
October. But the girls will arrive on the 20th.
Yeah, and this year gonna be the full of activity again.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think this is the biggest change for this year is the hotel, is the venue.
What is the core that you're looking for this year for the queen and also the elite one?
Yeah, the world has been changed. Also, the pageant world has changed. We cannot look just for the beauty anymore. Because now we are in the social media era.
Yeah,
So we need someone who likes to be seen, that likes to create content and that will like to be more exposed.
yeah,
We need someone who likes to be exposed. And especially we need someone who wants to work together with us as an organization that can grow the brand, because even if we have our almost 10 years, because next year is going to be 10 years of Misty World, we still growing, we're still learning, and we still need to find more. We are a platform for all of the girls, everyone can join, because you cannot join a pageant thinking just about winning. You
mm-hmm.
have to join, think about the have the experience, to make boundaries, to make connections for the sisterhood, for raise your voice, for everything. Winning, it's okay, but live the experience is the most important thing. This is my opinion. So please, girls, join us.
But your point is so valid because even me, it's not the first time that I joined pageant. If I think about it, every experience word in
Yeah,
pageant,
yeah.
because once you might not. I mean, hopefully, if you have a crown for everyone, you will do
Oh,
well,
I
yeah.
would, that.
But I think every experience worth because once you get into the thing that you dream about, you learn about it and you want to become the better person. Even me who did win last year, I always looking for, something to getting better, to improve
Yeah,
myself. So that's why I said it now. Experience is very important, not only for pageant, but for yourself.
of course.
And it's never too late because Miss T were, as I said it once and I will say it again, Miss T were given opportunity for that, for it's never been too late to do whatever you want in life. And pageant also because you have title for people who are mature.
Yeah, let's say the girls over 30s, 35 actually, because we understand that some girls has made the transition a little bit late, and some girls didn't know had a chance before the 35 to join the pageant, but that they still have this dream of living this experience. That's why we create this category. It's called Miss World Elite. So the girls over 35, they can still fight for a crown and for a title. And that's a good thing, in my opinion, because some girls, most of the pageants, I'm talking about the pageants for trans women in the world, they put the age limit as 36, I think.
In general,
In
not
general,
specifically.
yeah, but in
Which one?
general,
Yeah.
most of them put a 36 years old as a limit for joining the pageant. And it's not fair because some girls wants to join this, wants to have this experience. So we thought about this.
Yeah.
That's why we create this category. And we are so happy that we did this because we receive a lot of messages and a lot of girls that has already reached this limit and they still want to join, they
Yeah.
still want to have this experience, so this is the place for them.
Okay, yeah. So if you have more questions, don't hesitate to reach out to us. You can go on the IG or Facebook or even the email. We are waiting for you.
But first of all, who is Harper?
Harper is half Thai, half Colombian. I mean, girls that is have always passion to study because I'm not good in anything, but I'm good at reading and studying. That's why I have so many passion in studying. And also I am a master degree student in management in marketing. And now I'm moving for another chapter of my life to study law.
Complicate. Imagine that the girl as a nerd,
Yes.
as you define yourself, because you define yourself as a nerd, and how a nerd can fit into a pageantry world, because it's a totally different kind of world that the one that you are into it since forever, and then suddenly you came into the pageant world. How did this happen?
I mean, I still cannot imagine myself become the person that I am today because I met Somchai or Pageant, my team, and
Your Thai team, yes.
because before that I really doubt about myself a lot, and I did transition in like 2020 or 2019 during the COVID time, and then I realized that I would really curious about many things, and then someone met me and then she said like, yeah, this girl has a potential in beauty pageant, but back then I didn't realize what it is. I don't know how it's work. I just started, of course I know Miss Universe, Miss World. My mom is a huge fan of that and my grandmom is also the huge fan, and I don't know what it is for, but once they said like, yeah, you are the type of that, and I was like, okay, then I go into research that, and I find like, oh, it could be the experience once, and I met Pekin. Back then it was Miss T Star Thailand. And then I want to join, and then they say like, okay, I'm gonna start, and I sent all the application, and I thought I want to join. For my experience, I didn't expect for the crown and stuff. And then I realized that it's not happened because of the COVID situation. Back then it's very worse. And yeah, and then I disappear for the whole world. But I become a model, so I still posting thing back then. I only post thing when I have a picture from them. I'm not have a interested in being, go out and take a picture and then speak in the public. And I think it's cool. And then the Peking reached out to me that do you want to do like international pageant? I was like, yeah, that's cool because I mean, I speak English and I want to meet the trans girl outside my city. I want to know, I have a curious about it. I want to know how they are and stuff. I want to learn things. I'm open to learn things, and I would be fun at traveling to other country and see. But back then I was studying because I came back to study again after COVID, after the transition. And I find like I cannot make it this year in, I think it's 2023. And then yeah, no, it's not working. And after that 1 year, she reached out to me again, and then yeah, we could send you this year because you seem to be, grow up. Because back then I was very young, I think. Yeah. And then yeah, that's what become Miss Star, because Miss T Star always sent to Miss Star.
Yeah.
Back then, that is what I'm getting that without knowing anything, without no experience.
Yes, I can tell.
Yeah, because we met there.
Yeah,
Remember?
that's what I'm about to say, because we just met in Brazil.
Yeah.
For the Miss Transistor International
National. In
Brazil edition.
24, right?
It was 2024.
Four, yeah.
Yes, then São Paulo. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was there.
Yeah,
as a
you were
member of
there.
the team. Yes, and I remember that you were like a fun girl, just having fun.
Yes.
Not so commitment in the
Anything.
activities, in the other things. And when everything finished, you were okay with the results, even if you didn't get into the tops and anything, you were okay with
Yeah.
that. And much has changed since Brazil
To Italy.
to Italy. And can you tell us how this change happened?
I want to tell everyone, back then, you were the one who lead the group, you are so strict with everything. And I
Oh,
was
yeah.
like, you are like my teacher. And I get a feeling that you are, I go to the school. So is it a strict teacher or the chill teacher? And Livia and you were like so strict. And Lucy is like so chill.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know why they always ask me to go with you and Livia. And then I was like, it's not fun, the moment in the van and stuff. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna have fun with my sister, like La, for example, Joanna, Isabella back then. And I was always looking the moment that people have fun, because I think I was the youngest one during them.
Yeah.
I was like having fun seeing Brazil, but at the same time, I tried to keep the standard of Miss Thailand because they invest in me a lot, and the dress and stuff. And they send me to learn how to make the makeup and hair. And I have confidence issue until today. I think I never do good enough. And I was like, okay. And once I finish in top 10, I was like, okay, then we are gonna go to we're gonna go like having fun backstage. And after that, my national director, Pageant, called me and she said like, yeah, you did the best and stuff. And I was like coming to emotional moment, because I know the pageant is you have to invest your money
Of course.
for some time for nothing if
Yeah.
you lose. And you
Yeah.
have these people I appreciate a lot. And then I start crying because I know that all my dress and all my flight, all my spend had been taken for no reason, and it's not a good feeling for me. That
No reason if you think about results.
yeah,
Yeah.
because she expect me to at
go
least
into
to
the
go further.
okay.
But
That
I
was
didn't think
the
it myself.
expectation.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I realized that, okay, she really expect me to be better. And once I came back to Thailand, she always asked like, do you want to go again? And I said, no, I'm finished. I
But
told
they
everyone.
still have trust in you.
Yeah, they always had trust in me.
Okay.
And then before Miss T World, I was thinking that I want to become Miss T World, because we have always back then we have one winner from Thailand, and I know
Yeah,
Miss T
Venus.
World.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know
Venus.
Miss T World because it's such a big thing there, and I was like, maybe I should try this one. But I know that you are working for Miss T World, and I was like, I'm not sure, you are so strict, and I don't know. I don't want to give the feeling that I'm not good if someone are always watching, and I know that you are straightforward when you have something. And I was like, okay, if I have to go, in pageant again, I will have to do my best because
Okay.
last time I was waste the investment from someone for nothings. At least I would expect the first runner up, and then I realized that yeah, Miss T World would be mine place because I want to go to Europe. I want to have an experience for myself, and I want to get to know more people. And back then in transgender pageantry is a little bit confused for me.
Mm.
And then I remember I text you that, what do you think if I go to Miss T World? And you said to me that, yeah, you are welcome, you can come. And I was like, yeah, I mean, and you said to me like, Livia is coming. I was like, okay, should I go? Should I
Both of us
go?
again.
Yeah, again. And back in Brazil, that everything activity is so tight, and I was like, I still enjoying. You say like, Thailand, go to the band and stuff. And I was like, okay. And I asked you, how is this like? You said that this year is gonna be more chill and stuff. And I was like, okay. And then the motivation start because I know that we already have one winner, and I know that I can do like better than last time because I didn't prepare as well. I just a little bit underestimate pageant. You know what I
Okay,
mean? I
yeah.
didn't practice everything. At the same time, I'm afraid that I'm gonna go to the top again because last time I got a lot of bad comment about my catwalk, and also the other thing that I didn't prepare. For example, I want to behave like a queen, and then that moment I begin to study what did I miss, what do I have to do more, what do I have to invest for myself, and I plan. Even it's hard for me back then because I still studying. That's why I did such a great preparation this time. I would say that, and I'm proud to say that even the result didn't come out like this, but I did what I could. I have one of the best runway code in Paris, and I fly back and forth to Paris more than 5 or 6 times. And I have a team, which is great for me. Back then, I also have a team, but I didn't communicate for them. Whatever they want me to do, I do it. But this time, I have a great preparation.
Yeah, I can tell. So you won.
Yeah, I won. Thank
Yeah,
you.
this is the result of the all the hard work that you did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and talk about the Miss World last year. There's any moment that you cannot forget that you always remember that's really important for you that happened on those days, or someone, I don't know, any moment.
I think I was pretty stressful back then, and I was like, I'm always have a confident issue when it's come to beauty pageant because it's a place where um people can say comment about yourself
Oh
even
yeah,
you didn't see
they
it
will
that way,
judge
you
you.
know.
Yeah, they will
People
judge you.
always judge me, but at the same time, once I arrive, I think I have such a great feeling when in Brazil they don't speak much English here.
Yeah.
I mean, at least from my experience. I don't know about the other place here in Italy, but the same things. I mean, the great moment is when people try to cheer you up, even they don't know the language. That is the most memorable for me, and they are grateful. They try to speak English with me. They try to communicate with me, even someone I don't even know before. And I think it's such a great full time for me because it gives me the passion to go for the next day. And it happens every day. And I don't know, they are so always so like stranger coming to watch art in the hotel, for example, or when the show preliminary and stuff, people keep cheering my country even they are not from my country. I still feel grateful and I still feel proud about it. I mean, not only for me but for other girl. Like
Yeah.
they are into it, you know, they are
Yeah, I
into
know,
this
I
so
know.
much,
Yeah.
and I feel so proud.
Yeah, I remember the from the last year that we have so much drama this year. Oh my God, was a drama edition.
Yeah.
We have problems with the dresses, with the shoes, with the girls who are fighting each other. We have problems in the hotel with the makeup artists and another teams. Oh, we have huge problems last year, I can tell. And I remember one day, I don't remember exactly which day it was, that you called me in the dressing room and you were crying.
Yeah.
And you told me, I'm gonna give up. I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give up.
Yeah.
Because the girls are thinking about this, are thinking about that, they saying this, they saying that. And I remember that I told you, baby, do your things, don't worry about anything.
Mm-hmm.
Do your things, don't worry about what the other girl thinking or what the people thinking, because at the end this is a competition.
Yes, it is. It is.
It is, and it is, and you have to come to a competition to have moments to experience and everything, but you have to realize that is a competition, and in some ways people act in different than you thought that they were
Mm-hmm.
supposed to act. I remember that you were very afraid because you didn't understand at the time why the things is happening. Do
Yeah.
you remember
Yeah,
that?
I remember that.
Yeah, and what's the difference from that Harper for this Harper now?
I think it's not really different, but I learned, it's a phase of my life that I was so like young and I was like interested in everything. But at the same time, I mean, Miss World gave me an opportunity to learn about other things as well, because I always think that the sisterhood is also beautiful and people here are so beautiful. But at the same time, I realized that after the competition that everyone come here and want to win, and
Oh yeah.
sometimes they forgot their real personality. They just approach the thing that they want to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And sometimes people are like that in the competition, and I learned it so much that I don't have to be mad at anyone, but at the same time I learned how to deal with the difficulty
Yeah.
that could happen with the things that is happening, and not to get myself into. I pay no mind to it. I mean, I'm the person who cry a lot back then.
Yeah, I remember that you were so sweetheart at the
Yeah,
moment.
because I have a great experience from Miss
Yeah,
Star.
because you didn't came to Mr. to win,
Yeah,
to compete. You came to joy, just to enjoy the moments, and that's the big difference that I can see with the both experience that you had. Mr. Star in Brazil and then Mr. World here. That's the difference, because in Brazil you were like having fun. I'm
yeah,
enjoying. I remember that I was that I always screaming, Thailand, come here.
yeah,
What are you
always, yeah,
doing, Thailand? Come on, we are doing this. And Thailand was always late on the
yeah,
back
on the
because
back, yeah,
we were having fun, we're
yeah,
talking, we're chatting with the girls, but not coming.
yeah,
And that was totally different here in Italy.
yeah.
It
Because I
was.
know. I mean, the experience teach me all
Yeah.
this stuff.
Yeah.
That's why I say experience is very important.
Yeah.
And yeah, the experience is all about experience. When you
Yeah.
experience something, you know it. That's
Yeah.
why I told you, when you come to the pageant and you expect to win,
Yeah.
of course you might win
Of
if you do
course.
great enough. But if you not win, it's not the end of the world, because you experience something that you can do it better next time.
Yeah, sure.
Even next year or even 2 years. It depends on the person.
Of course.
But at the same time, in Miss Star, I have such a great sisterhood. I mean, also back then in Miss Star, I heard there was a lot of drama.
Oh
But
yeah, they were.
but I didn't know about it. I didn't know about it. I mean, I was so fun. I was so like hanging out with Miss Lau, for example, like seeing things, talking to people, seeing Brazilian, trying some Brazilian food, and it was happy for me. I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
people always have different expectation. If you ask me, I was happy. I mean, people, and we have different thought. But in here in Brazil, when I step in the gala dinner,
You mean in Italy?
yeah, here in Italy, it's different because I also have experience. That's why I expect that I'm gonna have like a great time. But what is different is just other people. I mean, the guests that you invited. I think they expect me to do better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
Because we are less than Miss Star, of course. We are just like the number of competitors is less than Miss Star.
Oh yeah, yeah. We have less girls. Yes,
You
for
have less
sure.
girl.
Yeah.
But I think because I'm holding the sash of Thailand, that's why people
Yeah,
expect me.
always. The Asian girls has always this spotlight over them.
Yeah.
because they are very professional. They are very into this pageantry world. I used to say that for the Asian girls, pageant it's like a World Cup.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
It is. It is.
they take it very serious
Yeah, it is.
when it comes about. That's why always that we have some Asian girl on the cast, everybody talks about those girls because we know that they were capable of,
Yeah.
yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
And I love when the Asian girls come because they are very professional. We don't have much problem with them because they come and they do the things that exactly the way that it should be done. Now that you have a title, you know that you are in the spotlight.
Yeah.
The people wants to know what are you doing, what are you wearing, what are your thoughts and everything. And talking about this, what motivates you to create something for the community?
I think what motivate me is like I think I have a great experience for myself in many things, like for studying, for traveling, or also in beauty pageant. But also, I still want to stand for our community, also trans girl and a young trans girl, because I know that someone might not have this experience for themselves. Might be because of the country that they live in is not into what they want to do in life, and also they might not be ready, for example. That's why I really want people to know that opportunity is matter. I mean, if we have it, we have to share it for some reason, just for our community in the future could be better with this thing. If we, for example, if we share the opportunity that we have to someone that they have opportunity in the hand to do what they want. And I think if they have a passion in something, they can do good in what they want to do.
Yes, of
at the
course.
same time.
Yes.
That's why I speak so much about the opportunity, because I think all the human, not only the trans community, need an opportunity to do something that they want to. Yeah, also the studying and also the things. And yeah, that's what I want to achieve if I could do something to give them the opportunity. And this is what I'm working for the whole time. That would be great,
That's good.
because I want to represent the opportunity.
I can tell that some of girls who joined Miss World and also has won, they were nobody before, and they become someone, and they still are Miss World forever. Because I know that some girls like Paula, for example, she was the first ever one Miss World back in 2017, and the people still recognize her as a Miss World, and she became not just Miss World, but she became Paula for the world, that Paula, and so this is a huge opportunity for life, because it changes your life.
Yes, it's
It changes. You be recognized not just in your bubble, but outside in the world. Even because we are talking now about the social media era, and everybody sees you. Everybody wants to see you, take a picture with you, know what you're doing, not you are saying. I can tell that you were in Brazil in January with
I
us,
didn't care.
and
Yeah.
the people knew you back there in
Yes.
Brazil. Yeah, the people came to you and say, "Oh, you are Miss World. I know you."
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
and how was that for you?
Oh, that was Miss Gesira.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it is Miss Star. Yeah, that is something that I really didn't expect it. I
Yeah.
would say that, because I was like just Harper. I was just Harper who is very introvert and don't like to speak to people in general. But once you go to somewhere, for example, I remember the moment that I go to the mall and then I do the hair, and I did the hair, and then there was some worker that I don't know, because I know like one guy there, and then some worker came to me like, I remember you are Miss You, and I didn't wear even makeup. I was like, okay, that news, because I never thought about myself be in this position that people knows me.
And I know that it's gonna be some news about the Glam Talk, but
Yeah.
you're gonna do a season all from yourself that you're gonna be the host. I'm not gonna be there anymore like I
Yeah,
was in the
yeah.
first season.
Yeah, yeah.
You're gonna be the host for the whole season. I'm so excited
You are
to see. Yeah, I
excited?
am. Because
Trust me, I am more excited.
because the project wasn't supposed to be with me, and I end up in the project. But anyway, it was fun. But I like to see how it's gonna be without me, just with you. I know that you have some guests, but
Already,
I
yeah.
don't know all of them. But what can we expect for the Glam Talk season 2?
I think Glam Talk this season is more about inspiration. It's about more than pageant because people who I invited is not the queen anymore. I mean that is the goal from last year that you invite the queen to see how is this go with that range with the queen and how like the different queen is different, expect. But for me it's more like inspiration. It's like once you create one queen, it's not about the queen themselves. It could be some of the team. Maybe it has like the backstage team that is, like once you compete in one contest, you need one more things. Maybe the dress is also important. Maybe the dressmaker, maybe the hairstylist, maybe the makeup artist, maybe the show creator. I don't know. We have to see. But it is more inspiration that I want to give them the chance to see how it is like to create a queens.
Sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
and thanks to have me, to
Thank
invite me for
you.
this
Thank
first
you.
episode.
The first episode of my life. And
I hope, I hope I didn't talk too much. But
no, you didn't
it's
talk
okay.
too much, honey. And
Thank
I
you.
thank you for my opportunity that create me. You are the part of it. And also this platform that you create with Reina and Otto Queen back then. If this was you, I wouldn't be here today. So thank you so much. And now I hope you are enjoy this episode. But in the next one, please, please, please stay tuned. Who is this gonna be like? Because it's gonna be my show and you will get something out of it. So thank you and have a nice day.